Well, hello YouTubers. Today I'm going to show you how to check for a bad ball joint on your vehicle. If you hit holes, if you have any swing or really loose steering components, you may have an upper or lower ball joint bad. I'm going to show you how to check it. Okay, so this is my 2002 Chevy Trailblazer. Now this process, if you're going to be changing any of these ball joints on this Chevy Trailblazer, the 2002 and 2000 to 2009 are all the same process, but for video purposes for now, I am just going to show you how to check for a bad upper or lower ball joint. I will have a video coming out soon on this Trailblazer on how to replace the upper and lower ball joints together in a video soon. Next step is to get your vehicle up in the air. Use a jack, and don't forget a jack stand for safety, and make sure your back wheels are blocked. And also it's good to have a pry bar like this, and also we will need your hands and a set of arms. So the first thing we want to do is, since we got our wheel up in the air, take your right hand, put it about the 3 o'clock position, and your left hand about the 9 o'clock, and start moving your wheel around. You see that? We have lots of play. Now the next thing to do is put your hand at the top at 12 o'clock and at the bottom at 6 o'clock and rock it back and forth, and you hear that? So we definitely have an issue here. The third thing you can do if you want is take a pry bar and put it underneath the wheel like this and simply just pick up, and if you hear noise like that, you certainly do have a ball joint issue. Okay, now since I know the noise is coming from the top, I've zoomed in camera in on the upper ball joint, and I'll simply shake the wheel, and you can see that we definitely have a ball joint that's bad. Now if the noise isn't really loud, you can take a pry bar and simply go up here like this and move this upper control arm up and down, and you can see if it moves, you definitely have an issue. And this is what we're going to be doing later in the week. We're going to be replacing this upper ball joint. Now what about the lower ball joint? Now since we have determined this upper ball joint is bad, I can almost guarantee you if it's never been changed, the lower ball joint is probably going to be pretty close to being bad, or it will fail soon. So it's always good practice to replace the upper and lower ball joints together at the same time. With the lower ball joint check, it's really kind of hard when you're a one-man band like me. You can also, like I said, put a pry bar underneath the wheel and pick up and down, but you really can't see underneath what's going on unless you're like me and you have a camera, and you can set a camera up like this. You can set a camera up like this and simply put a pry bar under the wheel and just move it like this and go back and review the video. But for me, I want to go ahead and just simply take this wheel off and use a pry bar and pry between the lower control arm and the ball joint and just see if it actually moves. At this point, we'll go ahead and pop off our center cap here, and if you're going to do the job, you might as well just do it right. You might as well just replace the upper and lower ball joints at the same time. But for this video purpose, I just want to verify that the lower ball joint is bad, just so I'll know. And now we'll pull off our wheel. And grab our pry bar. And now we want to go ahead and turn this at an angle where we can actually see where the lower ball joint is. And now we have our wheel turned to the right where we have access into our lower ball joint. We take our pry bar and simply put it between the lower knuckle and the upper control arm and simply move it up and down. And you can see there is a little bit of play there, and this one is also bad. But I can feel just a little bit of play there, and it looks like we will be replacing this. So in a nutshell, this is a simple way to verify your lower ball joint and upper ball joints if they are bad or not. And remember, this is a serious safety issue. Before you go on any long trips, you want to verify that your upper and lower ball joints are okay, because there's nothing like being out on vacation or a long trip and you have to replace one of these while you're out, and it will cost you hundreds of dollars. This job here can be done for about $50 and your own labor. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that tip on your upper and lower ball joint check. And remember, if you like any of my videos, please subscribe and like and all that. Until our next project, the next time we meet, I will see you guys later, and have a wonderful day.